Conquering Time and Space by Krishna's Mercy.
जाने प्रयास मुत्पास्य नमन्त एव जीवन्ति सन्मुखरिता भवदीयवार्ताम् स्थाने स्थिता श्रुतिक्ता तनुवाम नोभि रे प्रायशोजित जितोप्यसि तैस्त्रिलोक्याम्. Quote, O my Lord Krishna, a devotee who abandons the path of empiric philosophical speculation aimed at merging in the existence of the Supreme and engages himself in hearing your glories and activities from a bona fide sadhu, or saint, and who lives an honest life in the occupational engagement of his social life, can conquer your sympathy and mercy even though you are ajita, or unconquerable. Lord Brahma, Shrimad Bhagavatam, 10.14.3.
His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Prabhupada, explains that the attitude of always measuring the extent of the creation, of trying to push back the boundaries of material existence, represents something like antagonism against the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is like speculating upon what the Almighty might be, whereas there is already a much better approach to take. In a hypothetical situation, we have two friends talking. The first friend shares excitement over future prospects in the areas of science and technology.
I love outer space. I want to stay there for a long period of time if I can. Astronauts have the coolest job. Can you imagine being the first person to touch down on the surface of the moon? There is so much we don't know about. Wouldn't it be cool to live on another planet? There is hope. I can feel it. I am so excited.
The second friend, respectful in their attention to the discourse, is a little puzzled by the interest. They cannot seem to grasp excitement over something which will only have temporary significance.
Am I missing something here? We only get a certain number of years in this particular lifetime. Why would I want to live those out in the middle of nothing? The world is already amazing. I came to that realization a long time ago. If we move to a different planet, are we suddenly going to live forever? Are all of our problems magically going to disappear? Will you give up all of your unclean habits, such as addiction to intoxication?
In Sanskrit terms, the approach involving speculation is jnani prasayam. It is constantly inquiring through the hope of adding on to knowledge. To inquire is to be a rational human being. It is not foolish to ask questions, but with respect to exploring the creation, it is impossible to realize the depths of the time and the space. There's been so much which has occurred already. We attempt to create a barrier through an arbitrarily decided upon point of time known as the beginning, but there is always something taking place before. This is why the Sanskrit word anadi applies to the absolute truth. He is without beginning. Suppose that we reach the depths of outer space in our travels. We come upon something like a barrier, at least in terms of our understanding. This does not mean that space ceases to exist. There is always something on the other side. Even if we could travel to that side, what would it gain us? What exactly is the problem we are trying to solve? Lord Brahma recommends a different way. Simply appreciate what is already there. Hear of the glories of the absolute truth from a trusted authority figure. Hear those glories, work in an honest way, and something amazing will take place. The one whose creation could not be conquered by discovery, by scientific observation, by calculating mathematical principles, will be conquered by the love and devotion. He's known as ajita, but since the devotion is so pure, since there is a complete lack of envy and spirit of competition, it is like everything and more has come under the control of the devotee. What greater accomplishment can there be? In closing, with determination trying, on exploration relying, the depths and beyond to go, for everything to know, But from Brahma a better way, trust word of authority to say, honor, worship here of glories untold, soon conquering greatest power to hold.